All right, let's move on to Giants, Angels, Cahill, Bundy, and Noli Noah's talked quite a bit about the giving up 4 prospects for Bundy. There's obviously experts in the Angels brass that really believed in Bundy, and he's looked very good. His whip is number 1 in Major League Baseball. The Angels opened up at minus 230. They're now minus 245, a 15-cent move towards them. This total was initially juiced to the under 9.5. It's now juiced to the over 9.5. There's Red Girl in the house. Great to see Red Girl. Good morning. Viper MB says, never thought Bundy would be minus 250. Giants are on a losing streak now, 8-16, and losing in just heartbreaking fashion day after day. I don't know why it makes me laugh. 93, 8 miles per hour out to right field. We have Cahill. Cahill was on a very strict pitch count last start, so he had 4 walks in 1 2/3, and they pulled him, but he didn't allow an earned run. Bundy, as I'm saying, 3-1, 1.57 ERA, 0.63 whip, 35 Ks, 3 walks, 2 homers. Looks good. Giants versus righties, 247, 688 OPS. Angels versus righties, 245, 796 OPS. In the past 5 games, all losses. San Francisco's bullpen 0-4, 12.19 ERA, giving up 29 runs, 9 homers in just 20 1/3. And man, Cahill, these guys, the Angels know him well. He did not look good last year. 4-9, 5.98 ERA, and a $9 million deal. And now we have this huge favorite in the Angels in Dylan Bundy. And how do you attack this spot?
This is kind of a tough spot for me because I believe in Dylan Bundy. I mentioned it earlier that, most of the sabermetric crowd all were high on Dylan Bundy's upside, and he's kind of showing it this year. So it's kind of nice to finally feel like we're justified in wanting to back Bundy, that he's gotten away from the Orioles and he's just looked really good this year. Cahill's one of those guys where I think his last good season was 2016 as a reliever for the Cubs when the Cubs won the World Series. Thank you, Cubs, for winning that World Series. But that's like his last decent season. He's one of those guys where he'll go out there and you'll wonder how the hell he went 6 innings and gave up no runs. And then the next game, he'll go out there and get lit up for 7 runs in 2 innings. So he's one of those guys who's hit and miss with that stuff. And then you look at the bullpen, you're right, that San Francisco bullpen's been terrible. Their ERA, their FIP, their xFIP numbers are all over 5 on the season. They're not striking guys out of the bullpen. Their bullpen K per 9 inning is only 7.5, which is pretty terrible. Like I mentioned before, you want put away stuff in your bullpen. You want guys who are going to strike out 9 guys per 9 innings. You want at least 1 inning, 1 K per inning out of your bullpen, and you're not getting that from the San Francisco bullpen, and they're walking a lot of guys too. On the other hand, the Angels bullpen, it's been mediocre, but all their numbers are still better than the bullpen numbers from the Giants. The Giants offense, there's really nothing good to say about it. There's really when Buster Posey, it's like your big offensive piece. It's like, okay. The Angels offense has underperformed all year too. They have a very high upside offense, and their numbers on the season have actually been bum average. They have a 225 batting average, 311 on base percentage, 424 slugging, and their WOBA, which is the weighted on base average, is only 315. So it's about an average WRC plus from the Angels offense. This is a spot where I think the Angels should beat them, but I'm not laying this number on them. And I'm not really interested in taking a shot with the Giants. So this game's just like a total pass for me. If the Giants get pushed up, like right now they're like, you get about plus 205. If somehow everyone just wants to bet the Angels and the Giants get pushed up to like plus 250, I might just hold my nose and throw a half unit on the Giants. But until then, I'm completely passing on this game. I see no reason to be laying well over $2 on a team with a record like the Angels. Until their offense starts producing to their potential, this is not a team to be laying this price with.
I get very uncomfortable taking over 5.5s, and Raymond Reddington saying Los Angeles had him on his seat last night. Had them team total over 5.5, but this feels like a possible look over the 5.5 with the Angels here. It's that perfect hitting weather. at Angel Stadium. 93 Fahrenheit clear, 8 miles per hour out to right field, and Cahill, and then this terrible bullpen. What do you think about that team total over 5.5 for the Angels?
It's interesting. It's going to take a lot to get there. It's hard. They're a home team. That's one reason why, I don't like home team totals, overs too often, just because I'm like, if they're winning 5-4, you're going to not get that last at bat to try and get that over. I'm looking at the juice on it. It's about -115, which isn't bad. I really hate it when they juice team totals to -140. I mean, you see that pretty regularly with team totals, so that's why I lay off a lot of team totals. But I mean, I would say I would be more comfortable laying $1.15 on over 5.5 than I would laying -250 with a team that's not played to their potential yet. I mean, because the Angels are over the course of a 162 game season, the way their roster is constructed, they're like an 83 to 85 win team, and they're like 8-14 right now, something like that. I mean, they're not performing the way they should.
Yeah, 8-15, 5-8 at home. Beach Boss not afraid of that 5.5. Gio Mercedes, yes, this is our new time. We are on Tuesday through Saturday, 5 days a week here at 10 a.m. Eastern. Jason Lowry says another overinflated favorite and somewhat appealing dog. A lot of games will look this way after Vegas just getting pounded with all these faves cashing of late.